I'm sorry for the hurt you've been through. I'm sorry for allowing you to be hurt. Although you may not feel like it, you are enough. You are a beautiful soul, inside and out. You are so talented, so strong, and so pure. You've been let down by so many times by people you cared for and loved. Yet, you still wake up every day with a smile and hope for the best. I'm glad to say you are the person that I've become. I love you and I'm so proud of you. Please never give up. I think this would be a good opportunity to talk about abortion a little bit. I never told anyone about mine, and there are so many women out there that have had one, but don't know how to deal with it or cope. This letter really hits home for me because there's so much resilience that goes into being a young person, especially a young woman. And in this generation, there's so much hurt and so many people pretending to be hurt. And it's just important to know that you need to keep yourself and take care of yourself and know that you are a beautiful person inside and out, and that it's important to stay here and help other people. We need to become more of a community that loves each other and gives each other grace, because we never know what other people are going through. So, yeah.
True. Sometimes it's better to confide within yourself than with other people, or always talking to God about the situation. Even if you feel like this is something that you can't deal with now, it's something that you're going to have to deal with eventually. You can't just let it sit there and marinate. But that being said, you obviously are enough. You are beautiful, you are talented, you are amazing, and the only way through a situation is through.
This right here actually hit a little deep for me. I can say I've definitely been let down by a lot of people I sincerely care about and I sincerely love. But at the end of the day, it's made me who I am today, and I'm proud of who I've become. And this is just just an example of what life is all about. Not putting yourself down for what other people missed out on, but just remember how remarkable you are, how important you are. So yeah, this definitely hit home for me a little bit, but yeah, it's great.
This is really deep for the people who have a big heart and really want to give their love to everybody, but sometimes that love isn't returned and you're kind of taken advantage of. So yeah, it's good to be a good person, be loving, be kind, and you're always not going to get that energy in return, but it's okay. You're going to find your people like this person right here to give that love back and bring peace, love, and energy to the world.
It's okay not to be okay. I understand that you've been going through a lot and you want to get past them and move on. But it's okay to have a second to yourself to reflect, to cry, to scream, or just to sit in silence, clear your head. You don't have to worry about being perfect or accepted. You know who you are and you know what you're capable of. And if others can't see that, then they're not worth your time or energy. This is a great little monologue or dialect. I think in society now, we paint pictures on how people are supposed to be and how they're supposed to act. Being yourself is genuine, it's true. It's okay to reflect, to cry and to scream. That's real. Sometimes you're by yourself and you have a lot going on and you don't really know how to express yourself, but those expressions get you through the day, get you through the week. It makes you feel better. I know me personally, when I go through hard times, me personally, I like to go to the gym, I like to play basketball. That gets me through the week. I like listening to music. So however you express yourself is how you express yourself. Sitting in silence, that's another key. Just reflecting on, how your day's about to go. I know one thing for me is, like when I wake up in the morning, I sit in silence. I'm thinking in my head, I tell myself today's gonna be a great day. You speak truth to power. That's one thing Terrence Christian used to tell us all the time, speak truth to power. So once you say things, it's gonna happen. Believe it, trust in your faith, and you're gonna make it happen. Shout out to the person who wrote this. This is really good. I think this has kind of made my day, especially as being a senior, about to graduate. This was good.
It was quite different 6 months ago than it is now. I was depressed, in denial, and struggling to live in the moment. If I could have told myself in October 2022 that it would get better, I would have. That version of myself couldn't make it through another day, eat a meal, or even get out of bed. All I did was cry and wonder why I was in this situation. I was unable to understand that everything happens for a reason, even if it doesn't always make sense. I wish I could have forewarned myself about all the nice things that were in store for me in the future so that I could remind myself that life is worthwhile. I wish I had felt like I was strong and a warrior. Today, I am proud of myself for choosing life, and I can't believe I didn't want to be here 6 months ago. My biggest fear right now is not being able to pursue my dreams. Growth is an ongoing process that must begin somewhere. You may believe that you will be locked in a state of mind for the rest of your life. However, stages of life are only transitory. Although things did not go exactly as planned 6 months ago, I'm grateful to be alive and well today to continue to learn and grow. That being said, you got this. Please don't get up, and you will win that battle. I also agree that you always win that battle. Mental health is super important to me, as I actually had a sister who was in similar situations multiple times, and I feel as if this is very similar to my sister's situation. She's also doing well. She's actually about to have a baby, and to think that she was close from ending her own life to actually adding a new life into this world is very important. So always just remember that you got this, whoever's watching this, that you got this. Life is not always going to be nice to you, but life is always going to have good things in store as well. So
I would say I'm proud of this person. One thing that we all tend to I wouldn't say not understand, but we're never really taught this, is that the situations that we go through sometimes seem like they last for eternity, but in the larger scope of things are very minuscule. But I would say there are life lessons, and I could definitely see the growth in this person, and I would definitely encourage them to keep on going.
I mean, honestly, this prompt is very deep. Whatever you're going through, just know that you're put here for a reason. I'm a firm believer in God, so I keep him ahead of me, and hopefully my problems will stay behind me, knowing that, you know, he wouldn't put me in a situation that I can't overcome. At times, we don't know what we're doing in certain situations, so I don't want to sit here and be like, everything is, you know, easy, because life throw a lot of curveballs, and sometimes you're not sure on how you react and handle. But I say going forward, do things that put you at peace, that makes you happy and comfortable in your own skin. When things get rough, find a great coping mechanism, because at the end of the day, we're human, and, you know, we can't battle certain battles alone. I don't know if you're close with your family, or I know I am close with my mother, but I feel like you gotta create a safe space to vent, to give yourself an outlet, because if you put too much air in a balloon, you'll pop. So I feel like, you know, find mental health. Like, you gotta decompress. And personally, I've never went through nothing like to that extent, so I can't, you know, elaborate on my personal experience, but I do wish you well. Whoever watching this, things get hard, and people, you know, everybody has a turning and popping point. So find your niche and whatever works for you, and stick to that, and just know you're worth being here. Love.
Letter's actually really relevant to this current time, because I'm graduating on Saturday, and I really thought back to when I posted my grad pictures, all of my accomplishments and accolades, and how freshman year me would have really like been astounded that I accomplished what I did. And a lot of choices I did not think they were leading me to where I was going to eventually accomplish my goals anyway. So there were a lot of times I doubted myself, doubted my direction, but it all ended up being okay. So this, when it says there's no blueprint to this life, and you can always change your mind, change your choices. I changed my mind about 15 times, and it still I ended up getting what I wanted in the first place, and that's all that matters. So don't overthink it. Just vibe. Just vibe. In any moment you can choose differently. I think a lot of people keep asking me what I'm doing after graduation. I say, just vibe. You can't spend too much time trying to make the right choices. The right choices have always come to me right when I needed them.
I definitely agree with this because right now I'm kind of struggling with me and my path to graduation. I would say came in thinking I gotta get out in 4 years. Right now it's not looking that way, but I know it's God's timing. So I gotta do what happens. I gotta do what I gotta do and get out of here when I can. And I would say do what makes you happy. That just goes for everything. I say do what helps you get through the day. I would say whatever helps you sleep at night, that's what you should do. I agree with that, you know what I'm saying? And I like what this person said.
Recording. Dear Steph, I know that I don't give you enough credit, but I want you to know just how proud of you I truly am. Although times may be hard and foggy, you tend to push your accomplishments too far into your memory instead of praising yourself for them within the moment. You have come so far within just a short period of time, and think about how much farther you will grow to be. Keep being you unapologetically and never forget that you can do anything you put your mind to. Don't let outside influences stop or persuade you from doing the things that will make you happy, because it's your life and you have the key to it. I know that you're a part of something way bigger than you can see, but be patient until God is ready for you to witness it. Comparison is the worst thing you could do to yourself. Your path is not theirs. It doesn't matter if you've been with them from the beginning of the journey. That is still theirs and you still have yours. God has written it out so specific for you. Trust in his plan for you, not your friend or peers. Okay. I can really relate to that on a serious level for real. I started college my freshman year. Well, my freshman year, I came in 2020. I had like a bunch of major setbacks that really I really could have given up at any moment. So it's like when you really step back and look at everything and look at the bigger picture, you realize that you're not racing with anybody else. It's not a competition. And then people have different majors, different goals they're working towards. So always trying to compare and be like, oh, who's graduated now? Who's doing this? How many degrees does this person have? It's always gonna push you back and make you feel like you're less than. So I feel like at some point when you stop with all the comparison and just realize be in the moment and just being blessed and grateful for everything that's around you, is when you realize that you gotta you're living a life for yourself and just taking the moment.
I think it's really important to just trust in God, y'all. I think it's really important to, and I know that it's hard and easier said than done, and it's kind of like a trust fall, but after you trust fall and just let God just control everything in your life, you don't have to worry about anything. It's gonna get so much better, y'all.
Okay. Hello, beautiful you. I hope you're doing well. I hope in the midst of every struggle and every pain you've endured, you are being kind to yourself. I hope you haven't lost who you are inside. You're strong, you're smart, you're kind, you're worthy. I know life isn't easy, and I know you want to give up some days, but you don't, and that's what makes you, well, you. They say you only live once, but I don't think that's true. You die once, but you live every day. Ooh. Don't let minor setbacks stop you from creating the person you've always dreamed of becoming. You have so much to look forward to, and you only have you to make it happen. Keep going. I can't wait to see you there. You are someone's reason for living. Always remember that. That was very, very beautiful. And I feel like it made me reflect on the times that I've struggled or felt like I wasn't good enough or I wasn't trying hard enough. And I feel like it's important to know that there's always people who feel the way that you feel, and you're never in anything alone and going through something by yourself. It could be anything from classes, classwork, school, friendships, relationships. There's so many people going through the exact same things that we're going through every single day. And I feel like it makes it easier to get through when we can relate to others and have people to talk to and understand that no matter what, we should still just keep rooting for ourselves, because at the end of the day, we all we got. And I really feel like self-love is super important, because if you don't love yourself, then nobody can love you. So yeah, this was a really beautiful letter. I feel like I needed that because it's the last few days of school and y'all know how stressful it gets. Like even just from moving stuff out. I'm out of state, y'all. It's a lot, but yeah, this letter kind of helps set the tone. The wind blowing, it feels good outside. I feel like that's important, finding the small things in every day, even in the midst of troubles, because I'm stressed right now, y'all. And like this letter said, they said a lot, but I'm trying to find my favorite part. I hope you're doing well, and I hope in the midst of every struggle and every pain you've endured, you're being kind to yourself. Yes, throughout our struggles, we still have to remain faithful and kind to ourselves and love ourselves, no matter what. So, yeah, thank you for listening. And whoever wrote this letter, it's real beautiful.
Hi, I'm Alicia Deanne, a photographer and creator from the South Side of Chicago. Through most of my artwork, my creations, and really anything that I do, my goal is always to give people the chance to feel seen and heard. So through this project, I gave people the chance to write a letter, and they were able to write it anonymously so that they could be as open and as vulnerable and transparent as they decided they were comfortable with being. And then I would have everybody, well, random people walking around campus, get the chance to read it, and then they could reflect and connect to it. So through this project, I essentially just gave people the chance to connect while also getting things off of their chest and just having a safe space to talk. And yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, thank you.